Hey guys, my name is Ruben and I'm a media composer based in the Netherlands. Today I wanted to make a video about sampling. More specifically, how do I turn a 15-euro flute into a beautiful cinematic instrument that I can use in my compositions. So how this is gonna work is we're first gonna sample the instrument. So we're gonna record it multiple times, multiple layers, trying to get every single sound out of this flute. And then we're gonna try to make these sounds actually usable for normal compositions. So let's get into it. Okay, so I moved to a different desk for more space and to actually set up the recording system. Yeah. I'm also gonna set up the recording hardware and all that stuff. But before that, this is the guy. I found him at a supermarket. I wanted to find the most shitty flute I could find, or instrument really. And this is what I came up with. You have this part, which is the lower part of the flute. And then you have actually the whistle, I suspect. And these we connect like this. Holy, this is wow. Okay, and then let's see how this sounds. Okay, this is gonna be interesting, but let's do it. So first, I need an audio interface. Haha. So let me take it out of the box. Boom, boom, boom. So this was my old interface. Now it's chilling here. We're gonna take it out. We're gonna put this box back where it was. Right? Now, we have the interface. Now we need an actual device, which is this guy. We're gonna set this guy up right here. And now we need some adapters. Right. So let me try to find those. Be right back. Okay, got the adapter. This guy is a very simple dongle, but it will allow me to connect to the iPad and then a cable from the iPad to the interface. So let's set that up now. I need a normal USB to USB-C cable, which, wow, is in the box of the interface, but I forgot that I had to grab it. Great. Right here. Then it should be in here. Yay! This guy. Okay, now the last component we need is a XLR cable and obviously the microphone. So, the microphone's right here. This is an SM57. Let me show it to you. I think the cable's also right in here. Yes. So this is an XLR cable. I think we all know what that is. And this is an SM57. If there's one microphone I suggest to all composers, it's this one. It's a must-have. You're always going to use it. You can record anything with it from a close proximity. They're pretty much indestructible. I've let this thing fall multiple times. Obviously, it's not the idea to let it fall, but they are made very well. And it's very portable, as you can see. So, either way, I'm going to start wiring everything together, which is the iPad, the interface. The microphone's already wired, so let's do that. Let's connect this guy to USB, and then this guy back here to USB-C. Let's power the guy on. He should already be powered on, actually, if I turn the iPad on. Yes, everything's working. Okay, now I'm going to go to a software that is called Audio Share. It's a very simple software, really, but I really like the dynamic of it. It lets me record quickly, and I can put afterwards all the samples into a folder and send it to my computer. So let's get this started. I'm gonna start a new folder, literally, which is gonna be called Simple Flute, which is the perfect name for this because I really don't think there's a more simple flute out there. Okay, now here comes the fun part. I actually did not buy a normal microphone stand. I actually made one myself with Knex, which is some type of Lego. I think it's Danish, but correct me if I'm wrong, really. So how this works is you pretty much just go like this. Oh, and then your microphone stand chilling. So now I can record like this. Let me see. I have to now see if all the values are working. It's picking up. Great. Okay, so let's start with a normal recording. Right, so I just finished a 4-minute recording with this flute where I recorded these notes and this one below. Tomorrow we're actually going to start cutting the samples up, adding some effects, and actually making a sample library out of it. So I'll see you then. Okay, I just put the recording on my computer. I'm going to cut it now into little samples and play with a bit of effects here and there. And then I'll show you what I came up with. Let's do this. Okay, I just finished with cutting all the samples and playing with some effects. Let's get into this. The first thing I did is grab 3 recordings or 3 little samples out of this main sample thing, and I layered them on top of each other. Now, one thing I like to mention about these samples is that they weren't originally all the same note, so I had to pitch, I think it was this one and this one, to be the same pitch, like this one. Now in unison, they sound, in my opinion, way nicer. After I had those 3 recordings layered, I made a merged flute recording, which is this. Then I put it into a sampler, which is this, but before I show you that, I then recorded all the C notes in octaves. And then here's the sampler where all the notes are actually chilling. And here's a sampler. As you can see, it's only actually one recording spread through the keyboard, which normally wouldn't sound as pleasing, but here it actually sounds pretty decently. So let me play it to you. Actually, hold on, let's add some reverb because that makes everything better. Now, as you can hear, it sounds actually really nice. So now the final stage, which is purely aesthetics, and to keep your workflow organized, we have to make a sample library out of it. I use a system called Contact, so let's get into the coding, scripting, / making the design. Okay, the library is finished right now. I love how it sounds, but I also want to make a composition with it to see where its flaws are and if I can improve anything else. I'll do that tomorrow as I'm pretty tired right now and I spent pretty much the whole morning making this, but I'm very excited for what I make tomorrow. See you then. Okay, it's the next day. I just finished the composition. I'm very proud of it, and I'm really happy it turned out so well because it truly shows the power that such a simple instrument can have. Remember, this was a 15-euro flute, and we turned it into a really cool tool to actually use in fully professional compositions. So let's hear this. This is a composition I made. It is a total of 15 tracks. It only has one track that isn't the flute, and that's just a bass kick that I added to give it a bit more oomph. It's by Vault. It's the studio drums. So yeah, that's the only exception, but everything else, even this percussion, is of the flute. So let's get into it. There it is. I hope you guys like this composition I made and the instrument. If you want to download this instrument for yourself, I'll leave a link below so that you can get it. The only requirement is that you have contact 6 and above. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.